How we doing? Good. Great.
What's the week like for you? Getting really prepared for?
Sorry, one more time.
What's the week like for you so far?
Yeah, it's been good. Good first day out here on the field. I thought we obviously got some things to clean up with the first day, putting in some stuff, but flying around, loving the game plan. Just got to execute throughout the week, keep building.
You've been here before, having started 6 games last year, but how is it different going from training camp into being the week 1 starter for you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a little different. Obviously more prepared. Been able to work with these guys all throughout camp and OTA, so it's been real beneficial for me. And we're excited to get out there and show the world what we got.
What's the challenge with some of the stuff they do in coverage and their safety rotations and that?
Yeah, they're great at disguising. They do a lot of different things, so we're gonna have to be really good at what we do. Up front, out wide, at running back, everywhere. So we're gonna have to be dialed in. They're gonna obviously present a challenge. It's a good defense, and they can create some havoc, but we have to do our best to eliminate that and just execute our plays.
Is the type of defense that you kind of just have to be sped up more to react, or is it different facing this type of defense?
We'll see when game day comes, but like I said, they're going to present a challenge. They're really good at disguising. They do a lot of different things. Obviously, have some good guys up front too, and we just have to be great at what we do, and that's communication at a high level. Have to get in and out the huddle, communicate very well, and play fast and start fast. Stay ahead of the chains.
Did you? I assume probably so. Did you grow up like a Cardinals fan, Kurt Warner stuff? Is this special in a different way just because it's maybe your hometown team?
I think it's pretty cool. Obviously grew up in Arizona. Was never like a Cardinals fan, but I always, I remember going to one of their training camps as a young kid, and obviously got a lot of respect for Kurt. Stay in touch with him, here and there, and been able to work with him a little bit. But yeah, it's a pretty cool hometown team, and you want to go out there and have a good showing.
But also this game moved you on in Phoenix as it's that market, right? I don't know how insulated you are from your personal life, but is that, during game week, but are you hearing from people
back home?
Yeah.
Friends, family, they're excited. Got a few people coming out from Arizona, so it should be a fun environment. Looking forward to it.
Does this feel like, in a way, your real first game as a starter? Because last year you were kind of coming in and relieved for an injury. Yeah,
I guess you could say that. Yeah, fresh start, new opportunity, and looking forward to attack it with these guys.
Kind of going off that, quote unquote first start. Considering when you think about all the obstacles you've overcome in your career, does that kind of make running out of the tunnel on Sunday more special in that moment when you think about obstacles that you've overcome so far?
What's in the past is, shapes a person for the future. So, obviously I won't be thinking about that running on the field, but, it's always special running through that tunnel and, hearing the Saints fans going crazy. So want to go in the dome and have a good showing with the guys, and we're excited.
What do you make of not being named the captain, and were you disappointed in them?
No, I'm not looking too deep into that. Obviously, the guys we have on the offensive side are very experienced, great vets on our team, and very deserving of it. So I think we picked the right guys.
Yeah, and something Kellen was saying is you don't need to see to lead. You just what's your approach to leading the guys, and is there an opportunity here for you to command that respect more so?
No doubt. You want to earn the respect of your teammates and, fight for them because, they're going to fight for you. And you don't have to be a captain to lead. I guess that's what I could say. As a quarterback, you're naturally going to be a leader. So stepping into that role fully and attacking it.
What's your relationship with Kyler Murray? How well do you know him?
Know him a little bit. Cross paths with him a few times. Got a lot of respect for him. Obviously, his game. He's a great player, and excited to go up against him.
What's kind of the process for bringing Bailey up to speed? How quickly can you guys be comfortably on the same page?
Yeah, he's done great. He's super smart, super reliable. For him to come in and already know, our install for this week it's pretty impressive. So he's been great. I feel like we're starting to get some chemistry down, and want to continue to build that, before the game.
How helpful is that for you guys just to have, for you to have a big target like that, third down, red zone, stuff like that?
Very helpful. Having a guy like that, can go catch the ball at a high point and fight through contact and stuff like that. And we got other guys that can do that as well. But with his frame, I think he's going to be very useful for our offense.
Speaking of the install, has it been just cool this week? I guess just kind of seeing Kellen Moore go through a game plan, kind of what you're installing. Is it kind of cool, or do you kind of sit back at times going, man, that's actually kind of a creative way of how we're going to attack, the Cardinals? Has it been that way this week for that during the preparation?
That's a good question. I mean, I think obviously he's very dialed in to what he wants to accomplish out there, and makes it clear to us, gives us a clear plan, not too much clutter in our minds, and he wants us to play free, play fast, and I love that. I think that fits us well, and he's going to put us in the right situation. We just got to execute.
Does that give you confidence? Because of his pedigree, how he calls plays. Is that does it feel like you're prepared to go out there?
No doubt. Yeah, definitely feel prepared, and we're going to keep building throughout this week. Got a few more days, and just want to finish strong throughout the week.
Putting together that final call sheet, will you guys get together and kind of collaborate on hey, I like this, I feel real comfortable about that? What was that going to look like?
I'm sure we will. Whatever. I'm sure he doesn't want a QB that's a yes man that says you like this, yes. There's going to be some stuff obviously you want to tweak, and maybe some stuff you don't see right, or feel in your footwork, but we'll get to that at the end of the week. I think he's done an amazing job communicating with us earlier on this week, and we'll keep going throughout the week.
As you went along last year, was that something that you find yourself becoming more comfortable to express? Were you a yes man at first?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a younger guy, you want to just do what you're told and try to execute the play at its highest level, but sometimes you're not going to feel something right with your footwork here, your eyes, the vision, timing. So I think you got the ball in your hand every play. You want to be super confident, super comfortable with what you're doing.
How would you describe where your emotional level is right now? I'm guessing on Wednesday you're trying to keep it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep it in check. But, I mean, obviously it's a huge deal starting the first game of an NFL season.
Yeah.
How would you describe where you are right now?
Yeah, I feel I'm just taking it day by day, staying in the moment. We don't want to look too. That's something we've been preaching is the game's not today, game's not tomorrow. Let's be our best each day we can and keep building, and then go into the game and have the plan ready, play free, play fast. And but yeah, I mean, obviously there's going to be some emotions going into the stadium on Sunday, and everybody's going to be fired up. I think the energy will be super high, and it's another great opportunity that we're all looking forward to.
How much better does it feel knowing you're going into a game and you're not going to be down 8 starters? Just kind of knowing that you got the guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. Having a full stable of guys is great. Up front, out wide, really on both sides of the ball. I think it's gives you confidence in what we can do, and obviously we have the talent, we got the guys, and now we just got to go out there and do it.
This is a very dumb question, but can you tell the difference in these guys are back?
Yeah. I mean, even throughout camp. It's just, obviously those are our guys, those are our top guys, and you want to get them the rock, and they've been doing a great job.
To that point, just rotating every day through camp, maybe not getting as many reps with those guys, how big of a jump do you feel like it was in maybe this last week, being with the same group every day?
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of reps with them throughout camp, so it felt good building then. But now, like you said, it's a lot more reps, so, especially with game planning and stuff like that, it's good to get all that in, this past week or however long it's been.
How much of an emphasis has there been on, just kind of staying out of 3rd and 12, 3rd and 15, having positive plays early in drives? Mm-hmm. Obviously, there was a lot of sacks last year. How much of an emphasis has it been of just kind of stacking positive plays?
Yeah, on top of that and protecting the ball, those are probably the two biggest things. Moving the chains, staying out of 3rd and longs. It's hard. You're in 3rd and 9+ in this league. It's low percentage you're going to get it. So, getting positive plays on 1st and 2nd down, running the ball, throwing the ball, whatever we got to do. That's what we have to do to give ourselves a chance.
With the way you use your legs, has that been something that you've worked on in terms of a plan, or is that more kind of reactive? Can you go in with a plan of hey, if I don't like this look, I can go. How do you approach that?
Yeah, I mean, good question. A little bit of both, I would say. Kind of just like a natural feel for it, and then obviously you want to pick your moments to do it.
How conscious are you of Budda Baker every play? Is that almost where you start?
You have to know where he's at. He's super active. He's like a bullet coming out of the back end, and he causes a lot of havoc, great tackler, and yeah, obviously a great player. We got to know where he's at all times.
What's been the result for you coming into this spot after spending an offseason doing things like those call-up periods, a lot of situational work, things like that? What's kind of been the impact? Is that the value of it?
Yeah, I think we've banked so many reps on that, every situation you could think of, and I think it helps getting it done in practice and throughout the off season, and then obviously rolling into game day with it. You'll always be in some sort of situation in a game, if it's end of half, if it's backed up, and end of game, you name it. So, we definitely get reps at all of that, and credit to our coaches for making us do that. It's great.
I know Alvin only played one play in the preseason. I forgot last year because of all the injuries, how many games you all actually on the field together last year. But this was the first time he was actually voted the captain. Last year they just named him the captain.
Yeah.
Rizzi took over. Is he like a safety blanket for you, or how comforting is it to know that he's a captain, he's an established player, there's a lot of uncertainty, maybe I can lean into him?
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy, obviously one of the best in the league. Captain of our, one of the captains on our team. He's a great vet for me and everybody else on the team, and obviously super dynamic player. And, it is kind of like if nothing's there, you get it down to him. He'll make something happen. So, definitely want to get him the ball and get him rolling.